This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2019 Grand Design Transcend travel trailer. Model number 32 BHS. So this is not a sales video, it's a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? First of all, you have a power awning with LED strip, okay? With LED lights. Outside refrigerator and a 2-burner cooktop, okay. You have outside speakers. This is the fresh water tank fill. The most common way to get water to the trailer is through the city water hookup. I'll show you that when we get to it. But if you're camping someplace that does not have city water, you can pre-fill this fresh water tank, take the water with you, and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. So you have two options when it comes to water. That's just a service panel for the refrigerator. That's the vent for the range hood. That's over the stove top. This is your water heater here. Okay, that's where it drains right here. Never run the water heater without water in the tank. Okay, I'll show you the switches when we get inside. That's your furnace vent. This is TV signal out plus power. You wanted to set a TV out there. Okay, you have your stabilizer cranks. Deep cycle marine battery. You have 2 LP tanks which are full. You have a power tongue jack with a light in it. Makes it very easy to hitch and unhitch. This is just in case you wanted to purchase a Furion solar charger kit. I don't know if I can get it open here, but it's just a pre-wire. It would consist of a solar panel that kind of looks like a suitcase. You open it up and you can point it at the sun and charge your battery if in an emergency if you need to. Okay. Here we have is your 3/4 inch crank. This is your sprayer with a quick connect on this side. This is your dump hose. That's a reducer for your shore cord. So this is where you hook your fresh water hose up to right here. So right now, if you want your city water hose, if you have a city water hookup at the campground, you hook your hose right up to here. Leave it in this position where this is vertical. This blue valve is vertical. It says city water here, and all the plumbing will work just from the city water. Now, if you had pre-filled your tank because you didn't have the place you're going doesn't have a city water hookup, you change it to this position and then turn on the water pump and it'll pump the water out of the tank. Okay, this is your kill switch for your battery. That's more power. That's satellite and cable through there. All right, this is your black tank flush here. Basically every toilet sits over a black tank. If you want to flush it, you'll just hook the hose at the dump station onto here. You dump your black tank right here. Then you leave the valve open, and when the valve's open, you turn on the water and flush out the tank. It'll clean up the sensors. Just spray it out and get it nice and clean. Your gray tank valve is there, of course. This has a 50 amp power cord on it. So this is a 30 amp reducer here. Reduces from 50 to 30. Plus, I showed you that little 20 amp reducer we give you also. This is the second black tank flush because it has a small bathroom by the bunk room, and so this would be the black tank flush for that particular toilet. Like I said, leave the valve open, then turn the water on. The last pre-wire we have, well, actually it's not a pre-wire. Yeah, let me see it here. No, basically we have your water hook up here for your that coil spray I told you about. You have a ladder so you can inspect the roof really easily. The manufacturer states every every 90 days or so to take a look up there, make sure everything's in good shape, no damage or leaking or anything like that. So you can't see what's happening up there unless you look, so that should be part of your maintenance. Okay. Alright, so right here, this is your water pump. It's on right now. The water pump's used to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer, right? To turn your water heater on gas is right there, lights the burner. To turn on the electric heating element, you do it there. Just make sure that you don't run the water heater without water in it. These are two lights here that are on. Your slide room is right here, and your power awning is right here. Never leave the power awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in. Otherwise it will get damaged by the weather eventually. Batteries charged, fresh water, and your gray and black tanks. They all graduate up in 1/3 increments, so you'll be able to see how full they are. As you come around here, we have some sound. This has AM FM radio. Obviously it plays discs. It has a USB drive here. It also has excuse me, has Bluetooth, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, also has Bluetooth, so you can stream from your phone or your tablet. So it does a lot. You have your TV obviously here. Your refrigerator is a gas absorption refrigerator, which means it runs on 110 AC or LP gas. So the button to turn it on is right here. Then the next button you worry about is the mode button. You push that. See, that has a picture of a plug. It says A. That's auto electric. That's where you're going to set it almost always. You can set it just electric, just gas, but auto electric's the way to go. The reason is it'll when you're on auto electric, it'll seek out electricity and use it. If it can't find it, it'll look for gas and light on LP gas. So it looks for, if it can't find electricity, it'll look for gas. If you're gone for the day, for example, and it's a really hot day and there's a power failure at the campground, it'll sense that, and it'll automatically, if the power goes out, it'll automatically light on gas so you won't spoil your food. So it's best to leave it on auto electric. And this is your temperature right there. You leave it all the way up. Okay, this is your range hood and fan. I told you about opening that baffle on the outside. Your microwave works like any other microwave. Your I don't know if he's got the gas turned on or not right now. We'll see. This, you have your 3 burners here, and then an oven, and then this is the sparker. You turn this clockwise to spark. Let's see if he's got the gas on. Yeah. So it's that simple. Very simple. This trailer hasn't been used a whole lot. As I look at it, it's in really good shape. Always travel with this down, like so. Don't leave it up when you're traveling. It's a very solid trailer. Your keys are hanging here. You got your literature here that comes with the trailer. This is your power converter right here. So this converts AC to DC power. So when you're plugged into shore power, you have 110 AC right here. These are the circuit breakers, and they're all labeled right here, just like you'd see at home. So that's kind of your distribution center there. Then the power is converted from AC, from 110 AC to 212 volt DC over here. So you got 12 volt fuses, and they're all labeled right here. So that's where the 12 volt comes from. And also it's a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery up front on the tongue needs, and it'll always keep it charged. So as long as you're plugged in, it's going to be a battery charger. So it's a distribution panel for your AC power with these circuit breakers. It converts AC to DC power here. Those are the fuses, and there's the labels, and it's a battery tender, so it'll keep your battery charged. So there's 3 different functions. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, let's go this way. This is your carbon or your LP gas detector right here. It should always be green. If it's not green, get it serviced. Toilet with a flush pedal here. Now toilets sit right over a black tank, right? When you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water. You'll open this up and you'll put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, and then step on this, hold it down. Hold it down long enough to put at least a gallon of water into the black tank below along with the chemical, but it's ready to be used. If you don't do that, that's considered using it dry, and if you use it dry, it'll eventually get clogged up, plus the smell will be terrible. So both toilets, this one here and the one in the back of the trailer, have to have chemical, a dose of chemical, and at least a gallon of water in the tank before you start using it. Of course, your shower works like any other shower. Your sink works like any other sink. This is a GFCI. All the plugs in the trailer are wired to a GFCI, so keep that in mind. TV hookup here. Emergency escape window here, of course. Your second air conditioner. You have 2 air conditioners in this trailer. That's why it's a 50 amp system. So it'll really get nice and cool in here on the hottest of days. Okay. You have a power vent here, plus your air conditioner here. So 2 ACs. This bathroom here also has another fan, of course. Has a sink and a toilet. This toilet sits right over a black tank. Remember I showed you the black tank flush for it. Keep in mind that when you're ready to camp, you put a dose of chemical in the bowl along with at least a gallon of water, and then you're all set. Never use it dry. Alright, so powered fan here, and then you have your bunks, 4 bunks here. Okay? And a TV hookup too if you want to add a TV. Okay, so let me look around here. This is let's see what we got here. This is a hide-a-bed, so you take these cushions off, set them aside, grab it down here, fold it out, turns into a bed. This, you can take the poles out and set this tabletop onto these cleats down here, like right here, and then put the back cushions in there to fill in the space, and you got another bed for a visitor. So that gives you 4 in the back, your main bedroom, and then of course 2 more here. So a lot of sleeping room. Alrighty, that's your smoke detector here. Okay, so I think that does it. I'm looking around here. I think we pretty much got it. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof every 90 days or so. Just make sure there's no damage to any of the sealant or any of the roofing attachments or roofing material by, let's say, low branches or road debris, anything like that. And right now this is in camping mode, so all the antifreeze has been purged from the system. The water heater is in camping mode right now, so it's all set for the summer. Come winter, obviously you have to winterize it and get it ready for the winter. Okay? Thank you very much.